Hello, everybody. We had a new trailer drop this morning for the new Scarlet Violet games, so we're going to be going over that. I know we also had another update last week regarding a new Pokemon, Grafia, a poison normal type, which also very interesting. I'm looking forward to see what we get with that. Maybe we get some more info about that in this trailer. Who knows? But yeah, stats are going to matter for that thing. Maybe if it has an evolution we don't know about yet. We'll see. Anyways, let's get right into this trailer. What? Alright, there's some new Pokemon. Fast travel. Alright. Face off against rebellious students. Ooh. Plot point. Team Star. The school's troublemakers. Oh. So, is the evil... Oh, well, there's that car. Mela. Okay. Boss. Okay. Oh, Torkoal. Sun teams remain. I also saw Oricorio a minute ago, so that's... Path of Legends. Okay. Lair of Titans. Okay. Okay, what's that? I need to know what that crab is. Stony Cliff Titan. Totem Fights back? And Victory Road, obviously. Cheetah, chair of the... And of course, yeah, we know who Nimona is. We saw her in a previous one. Gym test. Okay. So we're going with the Sword and Shield version of gyms, where you have to do a little puzzle challenge of sorts to get to the gym leader. Sudowoodo. I mean, I guess. That answers a question I've been having about this game. Oh, Grafia. Salamence. And... Oh, those two look cool. Alright. Is there anything else? Nope. Okay. Anyways, that's interesting little drop right there. Let's go back through it. First and foremost, we have a reveal of the evil team, I guess. I still don't 100% buy that it's the actual antagonists of the game, much in the same way that Team Skull was not, and neither was Team Yell. So we'll see how much that actually sticks to it being them, especially when it looks like they're just the delinquent kids of the school from everything we're seeing. Mela here definitely seeming like might be a very cool character. Her pulling out the Torkoal seems neat. I hope they make a little more use of it than just that, and I hope she's actually a little more of a character in the game than I think she's going to be, because honestly, from the sound of it, I don't think she's going to do a whole lot at the moment, but I could be wrong. Path of Legends. Seek out the legendary Herba Mystica. That's an interesting little thing there. I assume that's another one of the plot paths, or maybe the treasure hunt has something to do with that. But also we have this interesting little crab Pokemon here that's pretty cool. I like the design. I hope we have a little more info about it on the website, but we also get this. Ploth, which I guess is the actual name of this Pokemon, but Titans. So, from the look of this looks like it could be very similar to the Totem Pokemon from Gen 7, if not just straight up be a Dynamax sort of phenomenon again, but I don't know if they do that again, considering. So I feel like calling them more like the Totem Pokemon is a little more likely, especially if they're like the boss Pokemon of this game mode in particular. Like, from what we've seen in the trailer, the 3 different things they showed was potentially story progression through fighting the enemy team and the other side of the school, like more like a school rivalry, I think, from the look of it, more than actually defeating an evil team. And B, they show us the gym leaders and the Elite Four and all that in the Pokemon League as a potential progression. But also a story mode progression through this Path of Legends, which seems to put you at odds with boss monster Pokemon in the way of totems. So this looks like it could be some very interesting way of just playing this game however you want and not having to worry about the other sides of it if you don't feel like it. Or you're going to be like me and you're going to clear through all of the above. But, you know. And you got Jada here, the Pokemon League chairwoman. Interesting design. Then the word chairman or chairwoman kind of makes me feel like something might not be fully right here. I don't know if they're going to pull another Sword and Shield with us on that one, because, well, League Chairman in the last game certainly wasn't the greatest of people, and not the greatest of villains. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes with her. And then we have this. Gym Test. Seek out the Sunflora in Artisan. I guess that's probably a village. But, yeah, if you're looking at a gym test, seeking out the Sunflora in this town, that tells me that the Grass-type trainer is a gym leader again and not an Elite Four member, which... 9 gens, and that hasn't happened yet, eh? Thanks, Game Freak. But yeah. Gym leader, probably potentially one of the first ones, I'd gather, as a little test, where I guess you have to seek out all of these Sunflora who are running around the town playing hide and seek or whatnot, or probably just running around in a certain pattern occasionally. You could do a lot of things with that. I appreciate bringing back the whole testing portion of the gym battles like they did in Sword and Shield. I just hope they stick with it instead of having puzzle segments for a good portion of the game and then just resorting to Trainer Gauntlet by the time you get to the end again. So, yeah. I definitely would like to see this continue through the whole game and not just be an early game thing that never happens again. Brassius, the Grass-type gym leader. That's definitely a character. Now, considering that most Grass-type gym leaders in the history of Pokemon are very, very nice-looking people, it's a little weird to get the chains and whips guy going here, like this. With, like, vines with, like, spikes looking like design for his hair. That's a different choice. I'm willing to see how he pops up in the game. But hey, Pokemon knows what they're doing. with their character designs, and I'm sure they decided that they haven't given the female audience enough yet. Anyways, as I said during the trailer itself, this answers a question that I'd actually been wondering about the gym leaders. Because the Terra Phenomenon lets you make a Pokemon into whatever type, right? So, how many gym leaders are just gonna have a Pokemon that isn't actually their type, but they just pull it out and go, I used the Terra Phenomenon, now it is my type. And the fact that they chose Sudowoodo and used this to make it a grass type makes me so fucking happy. Oh, I really want to see an electric gym leader with a Mimikyu and just turn it into an electric type. This needs to happen. This just as a joke in the game, it needs to happen. I really hope Mimikyu's in the game, just so we can have that happen. Shot of Cyclizar running next to the legendary Pokemon is an interesting choice, and really highlights how they look the same. So, once again, maybe a baby version of the legendary. Maybe it is something catchable early on, or maybe, once again, it's a Carbink Diancie situation, where they're the same Pokemon, but one of them only happens like once every million years or something. But who knows? So here's a nice little confirmation of things. Aside from Grafaiya, we've got Talonflame, we've got Jumpluff, we got Salamence, we got Komala. So there's some interesting returning Pokemon. Also, Oricorio's Fire, I think Sensu version, the Fire version is in the game. We saw it very, very briefly early on in the trailer. So that's good. So, Oricorio, I look forward to playing around with it again and its Dancer ability and just getting multiple turns off. I need to know who this is. I very much need to know what this is. This guy too, Jesus. Talk about your dark and edgy Pokemon. Alright, we do have some more info on the website. Armarouge, being the yellow and red knight. Fire Warrior, Fire Psychic. Okay, that's half decent typing actually. Flash Fire is an ability. Okay. We'll see how that goes. Not the greatest ability in the world, but armor is the source of its psychic power. Set of armor belong to a distinguished warrior. It's the source of the energy used for its psychic type moves. Believes in a fair fight and will challenge an opponent head-on no matter how much stronger the opponent is. Specializes in using its sturdy armor to bolster its defenses and take down enemies with high firepower. Armarouge, unique attack, Armor Cannon. Armor Cannon's a fire-type move in which Armarouge uses both its pauldrons to its hands, puts its arms together to form a cannon, allowing it to shoot its own armor out as a blazing projectile. This is one of the most powerful moves it can learn, but it lowers its defense and special defense in exchange for that power. Okay. So this is a close combat situation where he fires it off, but loses his defense when he does it. So that's neat. Decent attack, I can see. Probably high power for that. So yeah, fire type special close combat. That's neat. Ceruledge. Fire Blades Pokemon. Fire Ghost type instead of being psychic like the other one. Ability Flash Fire as well. That can be useful, like I said, but I'd kind of like to see it have something better as a hidden ability. We'll see what that ends up being, if anything, when the game comes out, I'm sure. Flaming Great Swords absorb life energy. Okay. Dons an old set of armor steeped in grudges and wields blades made of fire and ghost energy. In battle, these blades transform into great swords to increase its power. Cuts from these swords leave wounds from which life energy will flow. Damn. willing to do anything to win. So, okay, so the difference between the two is this is a very... It holds grudges, and whereas the red one is more honorable, this one is very up close, personal, will do anything to win. So that's a good dichotomy. Its move, Bitter Blade, fire-type physical move that gathers the lingering regrets of the fallen into its swords, allowing it to focus that bitterness into a slashing attack. The swords then absorb life energy from the wounds they make, and the user's HP is restored by up to half the damage. Okay. So this is a physical fire-type move that also heals. So it's basically fire-type leech life. As a unique move, it can be pretty good, I'm sure. Give it a little bit of a stab that can heal it. I really hope these two have good stats. Okay, from previous, we didn't really go through this one, but Cetitan, Thick Fat, and Slush Rush. That can be pretty good, I'm thinking. Slush Rush is potential to make Hail a little more useful if this thing is good, because Slush Rush just boosts its speed and Hail. Alright, here's more info about Grafia, the Pokemon I didn't really cover when it initially came out. Abilities, Unburden and Poison Touch. Both of these things can be pretty good. Unburden has seen a lot of competitive use before on a bunch of Pokemon. Just makes the Pokemon faster when they consume their hold item. So maybe give him a berry that he eats, or maybe seeds for terrain, or anything that he can just kind of consume and use up and just make him faster. Or Poison Touch, which means his physical attacks have a good chance of poisoning the opponent, whether or not it's a poison move. And this one's from a couple trailers ago, but I know I never saw this info previous. Paldean Wooper, Poison Ground type, and its abilities are either Poison Point or Water Absorb. It's a ground type that can be immune to water. That's neat. That's potentially very useful, too. Quagsire can be decently tanky as well, so I'm assuming Paldean Quagsire can be pretty good tank and basically make itself immune and to heal off of one of its biggest weaknesses. So that's good. Alright, so that's it for all this new information. Thank you very much for watching. I will be looking forward to these games quite a bit, and whenever there's a new update, you can find me reacting to it right here. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like all this content, and I will see you guys again next time. Peace.